COVID-19 cases in Missouri have reached their highest level since January. More than 1,700 new cases were reported today. Across the state, 409 patients are in intensive care units. Nearly half, 196, are in southwest Missouri. And we spoke to Dr. Francis Collins from the National Institutes of Health about those numbers. He says they're concerned about Missouri. Young and middle-aged people who are not vaccinated are their target audience right now.
It would be great to hurry up and get that sleeve rolled up as soon as you can to protect yourself, because there's going to be a lot of trouble coming in the next few weeks.
The State Health Department says Missouri Emergency Management will help set up another alternative COVID site in Springfield. Well, mincing no words, the University of Kansas Health System's Chief Medical Officer says we are in trouble, Kansas City. Something has to change. Now, we're headed the wrong direction when it comes to COVID. Meanwhile, vaccinations at a standstill, Delta is spreading, and case numbers are rising. Today, there are 42 COVID patients in the hospital, 12 are in the ICU. 3 of those patients are on ventilators.
These are the highest numbers we've had at the health system since February the 19th. So clearly on the rise. Don't like it. I think trouble's here.
Dr. Stites there blames the rise on a combination of things. More people gathering, no more mask mandates, the rise of the Delta variant, and people still holding out and not getting the coronavirus vaccine. Meanwhile, Missouri Senator Josh Hawley is monitoring the COVID outbreak. He discussed the issue of vaccine hesitancy with our KMBC9's Michael Mahoney.
I think the only thing that we can do, that we should do, is give people all of the facts, Mike, and make sure that they know that the vaccine is widely available, that it is free, and that you can get it just about anywhere. I always share with people just personally that I am vaccinated, and I say that, listen, I encourage folks to go and get vaccinated, and that the best way to avoid getting COVID or having a recurrence of COVID is to get a vaccination. So I always say that, but I also want to say that I trust Missourians to make their own medical decisions.
Across the U.S., nearly every state is seeing a rise in COVID-19 cases. Experts say the highly contagious Delta variant's to blame, accounting for more than half of new cases. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest.
Los Angeles, once an epicenter of COVID-19, now doubling down on prevention efforts again, mandating masks indoors, even for those who are vaccinated.
Masking indoors must again become a normal practice by all, regardless of vaccination status, so that we can stop the trends and level of transmission we're currently seeing.
County officials reporting the highest COVID-19 numbers since early March, the Delta variant tearing through largely unvaccinated communities. Arkansas, Missouri, Florida, and Nevada also hotspots, labeled as high transmission states.
And get that sleeve rolled up as soon as you can to protect yourself, because there's going to be a lot of trouble coming in the next few weeks.
And some vaccinated people are experiencing rare breakthrough infections, but officials say symptoms are much milder than they would have been without those shots. Sean Fruit and his wife tested positive for COVID-19 after traveling to Vegas.
I'm pretty confident that if I hadn't had the boost from the vaccination, I might not be standing here talking to you right now.
This Boston man also testing positive after a July 4th weekend trip.
I started feeling raspy, dry cough.
Health experts still stressing the best form of protection is getting the shot.
I think it should serve as a reminder to us that the variants are real.
As some schools get ready to reopen, some parents are calling for mask mandates, with only a quarter of American kids ages 12 to 15 fully immunized.
We need to have a mask mandate back again. I am very nervous. My children will be wearing masks when they return.
In Arizona's Chandler Unified School District, school is back on Wednesday, and the state has made it illegal to mandate masks.
And the World Health Organization says that with much of the world still unvaccinated, there is a strong likelihood that new and possibly more dangerous variants may pop up around the world, and they could be even more challenging to control. Well, meanwhile, this weekend, Kansas City kids can get caught up on all their vaccines, including COVID-19. Tomorrow from 9 to 2, Kansas City's health department is going to be at Smith Hale Middle School. You do not have to have an appointment. And if you or someone you know needs help finding a vaccine that's close by, just head to our website, KMBC.com. We're committed to helping you find resources where you live. Just click the coronavirus tab.